Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Melson Gaming. We're back with some Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. So last episode, we got these little mythic bits there, right? We fought off the demon. We rescued the shard there. And, I don't know. How much stuff do we have here? Is it worth taking? Wait, 2,300 and something pounds. Probably not worth taking all of it. There's a masterwork bardish there. Let's grab that. Any of this stuff masterwork? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Probably. If it ain't masterwork, we'll leave it behind. I wish there. Oh, is there a filter? Price in descending order. All right, that's it apparently. Good enough. Time to leave.
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes. Whoa, the heart is packed. And you considered nixing this little shindig, Beth?
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canabris. And we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate, and she deserves to be honored for saving the city and possibly all of Mendov.
If you want to heap more praise on me, don't hold back. No, I'll just say we did it together.
But someone did more than the rest of us. Don't deny your achievements. There will always be plenty of miserable folk only too happy to tear you down.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canabris. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, read on this for me. For good luck.
Yeah, I wonder if I can get a cut of the sales.
Nice. I'll put it on display at home. Or
I wish we could do
make hole in it
a couple
and
of
wear it
those.
as a pendant.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomade herself?
Well, a couple perhaps.
All right, we have to figure out who the mirthful voice is.
Iomade's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
Ah, she looks at the end of the table where the voice originated, her eyes widen. Is it the dragon?
I feel a little
The
chasey
Queen.
after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our heroine to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
The Queen.
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
I'll shake it.
I was
'Cause it's
most
polite?
keen to see the savior of Canobras with my own eyes. Why not come share your table in a cozy tavern?
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange...
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored heroine here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all of your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canabras will enjoy themselves today, and my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
We all need to get some rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
No, just because I'm tired.
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
He's got his halo still up.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Daskari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Canabras' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
Oh.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Kionin and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
Well, it was good to have the healing.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now, allow me to devote some time to the heroine of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big plans for all of you, especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Canabras. Now, what are we drinking?
Vodka. All right. Sword of Valor.
The fires of Canabras have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
All right.
Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Canabras. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Godfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade. And I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss. The hero of Canabras, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Your leader from now unto victory or death.
Our archers are huge.
And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed. There. The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall
wasn't a
expect
review.
your presence at headquarters.
All right. You have the item Longsword right in your inventory, which is significantly better than the something, something, something. Okay. Then the Everburning Torch item. Your character... Well, we have more than that. Okay. So, let's go here. We got a lot of stuff. We got levels to do. Yeah, no, it's not anything. At the moment, we're okay with what we've got there. All right, so the question is, let's look at some levels. Let's start here. He's not going to be with us in theory, I guess, but let's go ahead and let's start with the Oracle. All right, so let's go next. He's gone ahead and put points in Arcana, World, and Persuasion. All good. Prayer, all right. It's always good. Now what I'd like to do is take a look at the Mythic for him. Let's see which direction he goes. All right, so Boundless Healing. Healing is no longer affected by common limitations. Whenever you cast a Cure Wound spell or other healing spell, it becomes Reach as though using the Reach spell feed. Also, the amount of hit points it now restores depends entirely on your caster level and disregards any limits of the original. Okay, that seems good. All right. Next, how about Ember? Okay. Arcana, Persuasion, use Magic Device. Protective Luck. Which can twist fate so that it benefits creatures within 30 feet for 1 round. Whenever a creature is targeted by an effect that requires an attack roll, including weapon attacks, the attacker must roll twice and take the worst. Okay, so we have him at a disadvantage. Okay. And she took Heroism as a spell. Nice. All right. And Mythic for her. Ascendant Element. Fire. Okay. Damage that energy type you deal can no longer be prevented or reduced by energy resistance or immunities. I suppose they can still make the save, though? Okay, that's something, though. Okay. Well, we may as well go to Nenio since she's right here. Our Scroll Savant. Lures and use Magic Device. Fireball and Heroism. Okay. Fireball's always good, right? I mean, we'll never argue about that. And let's see what her Mythic ability is. Improved Abundant Casting. You can cast 4 more spells per day of first, second, and third. That's a lot. Hold on, I'm getting wrapped up in my cord here. That's really good. Huh. And then improved would get us... Okay, nice. All right. Just kind of keep that rolling. Okay, let's go on to our thief here. Get him as level. Danger sense, huh? All right. Mobility, trickery, stealth, perception, use magic device. Nice. Burning Arc and Cat's Grace. Not bad. It's a boost to Dex, right? Yeah. An extra +4. So that's going to give him a 25 and a +7. That's pretty good. All right. What mythic ability does our hero tiefling have? Also abundant. Okay. That's fine. We don't use him for that much, but that could be significant. I mean, he can cast a lot of Cat's Graces now. You know what I'm saying? All right. How about our Zen Archer here? Mobility, perception, and athletics. All right. Bark Skin. 1 point from his key pool. Whoops, sorry. Hold on. +2 benefit to his existing AC. Okay, nice. And Many Shot. Oh, it fires. Your first attack fires 2 arrows. The attack hits, both arrows hit. Apply precision-based damage, such as sneak attack and critical hit. Okay, only once. Damage bonuses for the composite bow with a high strength. Bonus apply to each arrow. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, well, we'll have to take a look and see about what we need to do to get that on there. Oh, and he gets more attacks per round. Nice. Okay, and then Abundant Key. I don't know what our... Key pool increases by a number of points equal to your mythic rank. Well, if our mythic rank is 1, I guess we just get 1. It doesn't seem to be as useful as the other spells we've seen. That hopefully that means it's more than that. I don't know. We'll find out. Who else do we've got? We'll go here. Our Spirit Hunter. Trickery, Stealth. All right. And she didn't get anything this level? That's interesting. Okay, but she will get something mythic. So let's see what that is. Okay, also improved abundant casting. That's not too bad. Actually, it's really good. Again, these characters are ones we don't really do a lot of casting with, but she's almost a level. All right. Extra attacks. Whenever you make an attack of opportunity, you get a bonus on attack and roll damage equal. Okay, nice. The number of attacks of opportunity you make each round is increased by 2. So more attacks of opportunity, and she gets a bonus. So our fear weapon is even more important because we're going to get more attacks of opportunity and more ability out of that. And finally, us. Bloodrager. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to give us a knowledge world. Am I? I think I'll do one more athletics. I'm going to do another... Just in case. We might not have all our persuasion people in the party, although the odds of that are slim. Alright, so... I don't really want weapon focuses. We're using all sorts of stuff. We have dodge. That's not bad. That leads to a bunch of stuff, most of which I don't care about. Improved initiative would be good and could lead to improved initiative mythic. +4 on a bonus. That would be good to get charges and stuff off on. Iron Will. Toughness would be... Actually, let's just do toughness. That's extra hit points. You don't really go wrong with toughness. Burning Hands... Oh, so we got toughness there. Now I need a spell. I already have Burning Hands and Ray of Enforcement. What else do we want? Protection from alignment may not be bad. Shocking Grasp may not be bad. Up to 5d6. I don't know if it's better than what our weapon is. That's the thing. Light Burst in front. Okay. It's all creatures, not just us. We could do a Cause Fear. Succeeds at a will save is shaken. Creatures 6 or more. We're going to be running into more and more of that. I mean, we could do that just to get the attacks of opportunities things run away from us. That's not a terrible idea. We could do the Fire Belly. To give us the 15-foot cone of fire. That's not terrible. We could just go here. Give ourselves an extra bonus to strength. I mean, that's not going to do crazy things on our strength, though. Mostly it's just going to... Increase to large, has a space of 10 feet. We already have reach. I don't know. I'm not loving it. I'm just going to go Cause Fear. I'm not loving anything in there. All right, and what is our Mythic? Okay, so we've got Mythic here. These are other ones that we could do. Angel, Demon, Trickster, none of which we've done anything with. So I guess as we go up, we choose them. So maybe this is the first one. And then we could go here, here, here. Okay. So we're a Mythic Hero. Now we're going to get Okay, the first rank of a character's mythic progression, they need to select their first ascension ability. This ability is usually tied to the source of the character's mythic powers. It does not determine the character's choice of actual mythic power later, but the source of the powers in the path are closely linked. The character must be aware of the connection. Okay, so bit of fun. Close to the abyss. Grow a pair of horns, gaining a gore attack. Okay. Close to the heavens. Draw their power from good. Ability to unleash a ray of heavenly light. Okay. Ray heals allies for 46 plus 2d6 of damage, or deals the same amount of energy to enemies. 3 times per day. Oh, so it's just one. It's just a single attack though, or single deal. Danse Macabre. We draw our power from death. Okay, well, we do have heavenly heritage, angelic heritage, but we also have, obviously, our undeath deal, so this would be good. Can channel negative energy to deal damage to living creatures or heal undead creatures. Well, we could use it to heal ourselves, I guess, right? Burst that either heals all undead creatures or damages all living creatures. It's going to be a little bit tricky for us to use because we're going to be surrounded by living creatures generally. But we could stand aside and pop that off to give ourselves some heal. 2d6 plus 1d6, so I guess that's 3d6. 3 plus your mythic rank, so I guess that would be 4. These characters become immune to negative levels and gain plus 4 bonus on saving throws against death. They gain a plus 2 bonus to AC, saving throws, weapon attack, and damage rolls against creatures with negative energy affinity. And the DCs of their class abilities against these opponents increased by 2. Okay, so we'd be much better off against undead and Nabasu demons. So that's pretty useful, actually, for us. Horse Reality. That's not us. I'll leave it there in case you want to read it. Now, this could be us, right? So you think Instrument of Freedom. You could think of that as more chaos, or at least not law, right? Bit of fun. Did it give us anything on that? This one is flat chaos. 3 illusionary copies themselves. Plus 3 bonus to all. I don't really think... I don't like that one. I like this one better. Gaining an ability to unleash a bolt of energy from Elysium itself, targeting an ally or foe within 50 feet as a ranged touch attack. 46 plus 2d6 per mythic. Points damage to enemies if used on allies. It charges their attacks with weapons for 2 plus mythic ranked rounds. Companions attacks with weapons deal an extra 2d6 of holy damage on hit and count as good for purposes of bypassing damage reduction. Those characters can use the ability 3 times per day. On the second mythic rank, these characters become closer to the Azatas that live in Elysium, gaining a resist electricity plus 4 bonus. I don't know. I like the Danse Macabre. I'm going with that. I know that this, the ability itself, the channel, is going to be a little bit more difficult for us to use. But I really like what happens on the second level, right? Gain even greater mastery into negative energy. And the extra bonuses we get. Immune to negative levels, 4 bonuses. Get saving depth decks, that's great. And then AC, saving throw weapon attacks and damage rolls against negative energy affinity. I assume we're going to find plenty of those going forward. Kind of like that. I think it, we'll see how it goes. Now our mythic ability. Always a chance. Your attacks are now less affected by luck. You don't automatically miss when you roll a 1 on an attack roll. That could be pretty good. I mean, because we get bonuses. Abundant casting, I don't care about. Whenever you cast mage, you get... Oh, that's fine. No. Battle meditation. All allies game... No. Brutality incarnate. That sounds good. Wounds you inflict are anything but natural. Your natural... Oh, well, I don't do natural, so that's not it. Cleaving. Every time you do a critical hit with your Oh, that's cleaving shot. No. No. Extra attacks of opportunity is not bad. Every time you damage an ally, they gain +2 mythic bonus on attack. Oh, well, we could do our ability to damage everybody and then give them all bonuses. Right? That's not... That would be interesting. Your ranged attacks. Why is it all about ranged attacks? Your allies within 50 feet gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank +1 to their initiative, their saving throws, mind effect. Okay. Last stand. Every time you hit a target in melee combat, you leave a mark on it. Any ally attacking the marked target deals an additional divine damage equal to 1d6. I like that. Okay. Limitless Rage. You no longer have limited amounts of rage. I like that a lot. That's probably what we're going with. And we do a lot of mythic. We do a lot of charging. Ranging shots. I mean, I'm going towards Limitless Rage right now. Second Bloodrager line. Oh. That might be one to take second. Like, maybe we do Limitless Rage first. Right? I think we took Celestial for the first one. I mean, because then we could go... I mean, we could go anything. I mean... We get some bonus feats out of it. We would get claws. All the dragons are claws. I don't really need the claws. Arcane might be interesting. We could give ourselves a little bit more darkness there. We've already got 2, though, so as cool as this is, I'm not sure... We could just add some undead to that and just say that our undead heritage is adding to that, right? That will get us Frightful Charger. That's pretty cool. But I think right now I'm probably leaning towards the Limitless Rage. Once per round, when your melee attack misses the target, you deal sonic damage to all enemies within 10... Oh, I like that too. So even if we don't hit somebody, we deal at least 2d6 damage to anybody within 10. Huh. Every turn, as long as you make at least one melee attack, you gain a stacking +2 bonus to damage rolls with melee weapons, up to a max of +10. That's pretty stupid, too. Oh, I like... There are some good ones in here. There are definitely some good ones in here. I was going to go the Limitless Rage, but now... Thundering Blows is really good, and Unrelenting Assault is really good. I mean, you could do this, right? So you stack. So if you miss, you're doing 2d6 damage. But as you keep... Actually, they kind of work against each other, right? Because this is going to stack no matter what. So these two are kind of... I guess... I don't say they're exclusive, right? But you'd probably do one, not the other, right? Because as this goes, you're going to miss less and less and less. So this becomes less important. I do like the idea of just raging every single time, though. I'm going to go with that. I'm probably going to go with one of these others later, though. I like both of these a lot. Okay. There we go. We've got our negative energy and our Limitless Rage. And everybody is leveled up. Shall we, I guess we're just supposed to walk around? Spies. We finished that. We finished that. We finished that. We still have this one. We still have that one. Banner over the Citadel. All right. Queen is waiting in the command tent. Meanwhile, examine the campsite at Eagle Watch. Find the location of the recruits in Narrowsen, Canabras. Talk to the army quartermaster. Okay, so that's what we're doing. All right. this where I'm supposed to be? There we go. Alright, group of soldiers talking loudly, joyfully passing around a flask. So picture this. My sword is by the fire. There's 2 goblins about to snatch it and 3 more digging through my tent. And I'm sat in the bushes wearing just my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor. But it's not so bad in mail once you get used to it. Too bad no one told me not to go in the bushes without my sword. So what did you do? What did I do? I barked like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know, so they all went wild and started running about. I spot my sword and they spot me. So I jump over the fire, wear nothing but my mail shirt. I grab my sword and I yell in my big tough voice, "Oh, Inheritor, grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures." My sword's shining, the goblins are screaming. I jump to attack them and they fight back. I fought them off somehow, but ever since, I never take a step without my weapon. That's some story. Hey, stop gulping. Leave some for us. We've only just set off. You're already drinking? And with the queen of the camp? Stop at once. Right you are, Commander Tirabade, but we're drinking to the queen's health. Give me a sip, too, to Her Majesty's health. There we go. You sure that's the right way to train your soldiers? Never mind. All right. I don't know where she's going. All right, next place we have to go. I think we're going there. All right, examine. We did that. Eagle Watch encampment. Come running in from here. All right. So is that it? Was that the talk to the army quartermaster? I guess that's him. No idea. We'll find out here in a second. Seems she brought a lot of unnecessary items along with her. Okay. Nenio. Oh, Darren came with us. There's the storyteller. Irabeth, Nenio. Okay, well. Was I supposed to have seen this guy on my way through? Crusader. I guess we kind of walk through here and see who we see. Chapel tent. Field medic. Hey! Lambkin. Grandma Gretlin, the director, a well-dressed old dwarf, is lecturing a motley company, shaking her label at them belligerently. Noticing you, she flings up her hands. Good afternoon, your commanderness. Do you remember us? We're the crew for the next door theater company, the one you saved in Canabras, back when you weren't our commanderness yet. As you can see, we came on campaign with you. We signed up to clean pots and mend the soldiers' clothes. Keeping up the theater's expenses, so we all have to take side jobs. If we don't stop what we're doing, we're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowd scenes are difficult. We can't find the people to play the hordes of demons, so we decided against using a ritual to summon real demons. Well, that's good. Luckily, we have Master Kim. He's invented a way to solve this problem using sound. We caught a pig and some piglets who ran away from a burned-out village. We put the piglets in a box to scare them a little, and the sound they make is just like an approaching demon horde. But the most important question is, of course, choosing the lead actor who will play the great Knight Commander. We had to write Barney over it, breaking a number of lances as well as a shovel, a rolling pin, and a set of back scratchers. We just couldn't decide no matter what. Maybe you can help us. We have 2 candidates most suited for the role. One will have the honor of conveying the heroism on stage. So a gnome? Or a cyclops? I'm going for a gnome. Ooh, I don't know. I kind of like lambkins too. We're going cyclops. He's completely tame, believe me. Has a few issues with articulation. But what a powerful physique. We'll make him a nice costume, wash it up, brush his hair. Truth be told, in our show, he mainly just makes some heroic exclamations at the faithful moment like, onward! We'll never give up, or my heart burns with a courage. Lambkin could definitely handle the script. Do I not get a choice? Not a gnome, 2 gnomes. Rumbledum and Hierophant are twins. One of them sits on the other's shoulders and puts on a long coat so they can play tall characters. They switch places every so often, so each gets their moment of fame. That way they only have to learn half the script. Alright. I'm going for Lambkin. Wonderful. Sorry we took you away from all the important things heroes and commanders do. We're off to rehearsal. We'll wash some pots. Then we're off to rehearsal. Let's go, you lazy lumps. Don't embarrass old grandma now. Okay. That's pretty good. Here's Lan. I guess we're talking to Darian. Wasn't given a choice. There you are, you dashing troublemaker, you. Our short acquaintance is coming to an end. Very soon you will depart on your crusade, where you'll scrape by on horrible rations, struggle vainly to fall asleep among snoring soldiers, be rudely awoken by the freezing cold, and have to look upon the dour faces of self-righteous prigs before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me too. Just rented a sailboat to the south. I've also hired an excellent chef and a host of entertainments. Each to their own, I suppose. You know, I'm generally sad to see you go. It sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see. But you intrigue me. If only we could have spent a little more time together. But of course, not under these conditions. Let the Crusaders and demons have each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectacle down with them. If you feel you don't belong here, go. But I'd love to see you again someday in the future to get to know you better. You know, throw a banquet for me to celebrate our victory of Dresden. What do you say? We'll go for that. Victory in Dresden. Your optimism is so charming. Well, should you prove lucky enough to survive by some miracle, come and find me. Perhaps I shall even remember you. No promises, though. In any case, I intend to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, especially when it is I who's staying and someone else who is heading off to meet a dreary and hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the unfairness of life. Well then, Feral Commander, I assume I should be your most precious memory on this most disgusting and exhausting road to a pointless slaughter battle. Or if not the most precious memory, at least the most stern. Alright. I'm trying to find this quartermaster here. Found him. Wilter Garms. Alright. Camp quartermaster. I guess just show me what you have. We can sell some stuff. Let's go bulk selling. Dump some of this stuff that we built up. See if we have any money to buy anything cool. Who knows? Is that all we brought? Alright, that one is dark glowing. So it doesn't have a name. That one does. Obviously we can't sell that. And blocker. So I guess about 12,000. Painful remorse. +2 spiked heavy shield. Use it for shield bash, behaves like a vicious weapon, doing an additional 2d6. That would be really good, except we don't really have anybody that's kind of focused on shields. I mean, we have our paladin, but she hasn't done much with it. Because attacks against its wearer 10%. That's pretty good. We could use that. Double jeopardy. Okay. Lots of daggers. Punching daggers. I'm assuming the rest of this is just normal magic items, but nothing named. Yeah. Oh, we got some names. Hold on. Let's go down here to the bottom. I saw some Nimble Edge. Can't afford that, but it is cool. Relentless Assault, a Dwarven War Axe. Again, +3. Whenever you make a critical hit, you get an additional attack. Okay. If you're doing 2-weapon stuff. Bug Crusher. Okay. Corrosive Light Hammer. Wide Sweep. That could be pretty good too. I mean, essentially, it just does cleave across everybody, right? The +2 it deals weapon to all adjacent enemies. 30,000. We can't afford it at the moment. Black Dragon's Fang. Okay. 2d6 acid damage to all enemies in a 30-foot area? Oh my god. Okay, it's a critical hit, it pierces the enemy. For 1d4, all subsequent hits against deal 1d3. Okay. Blade of Order. Yeah, there's some nasty... Okay, composite longsword +2. Okay, there's some good stuff in here. Yeah, there definitely is. Oh, I lost something I was looking at. Alright, well... Let's go, price in descending order. Alright. Ruse is a pretty badass little dart. I like that a lot. There was something... Was it Jinx? Okay. Well, we could potentially sell some more stuff later. I think we'll probably end this episode right here. We'll come back next time. We'll talk to the Queen. We'll find out what we're doing. And I assume we're going to get into kind of the Crusade version of this, obviously. The Crusade Management. And we'll see if I like it. I did not like the campaign management of the first game. So we'll see if I like this better. But thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.